Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Greasy, but of course, not literally. And I copped CyberPunk 2 for my Switch, Switch 2. I've played CyberPunk already to completion on my PS5 when I had one, but I did not have the DLC. Oh, I did, and I started it, but I never finished it. So I plan on finishing it on here, but I figured I paid for it, I might as well start a new game and then play the DLC. But yeah, this game is pretty impressive. I'm like, playing this in handheld like kind of blows my mind. It runs really well. I do feel frame drops here and there depending on whether I'm in quality mode or whether I'm in performance mode. Right now I do believe I am in performance mode. No, I am in quality. Okay, yeah, I'm in performance on handheld. If I put it on performance, yeah, I can feel a little bit of a difference with the frames. I believe it boosts it from 30 to 40, but it still drops to 30 every now and then. It's not bad for sure. As somebody who played CyberPunk not to completion, but played it about halfway on my PS4 back in the day when it came out, it was definitely people are shooting. Oh yeah, look, there's a gunfight going on over there. Can I kill these guys? No. But yeah, as somebody who's played it to completion on PS, that's pretty impressive. You can get to see the driving here. I do believe docked, it runs or the quality is up to like 2K upscaled, which is pretty good. But handheld, I believe it's upscaled like 1080, 800, depending on what you're doing and stuff like that. But that's still pretty good. That is pretty good. But yeah, no. I also wanted to talk about gamescom and things I've heard. They showed off a couple games and were playable to the public. People like the guests at the event, they got to play some unreleased Switch games like Kirby Air Riders, Elden Ring, and Final Fantasy VII Remake. I've heard some things. I've not heard a whole lot about Kirby Air Riders. I heard it's pretty good. And that it plays real well and it's like really fun and stuff like that. But I've also heard some pretty poor things about Elden Ring. I heard it's a really choppy mess, which I've seen people, it's like, oh, the Switch 2 is so underpowered. I can't even run this game. Buddy, if it can run CyberPunk, it can run. It can run fucking Elden Ring, okay? And especially the what's it called? Final Fantasy VII Remake. That is a pretty good-looking game. It's got a lot of action and stuff, and that is only playable. It's going to be like between 50 and 60 handheld with like 1080 resolution handheld, which is like crazy. Like, that's really good, because they're definitely working a lot on that port, and it's looking like it's doing pretty good. But it's no excuse for Elden Ring. It's not the hardware, it's Bandai Namco not putting out a good port. That's simply it, which isn't a good look considering Bandai Namco and what's it called? FromSoft are making a Switch 2 exclusive Souls game, so that's kind of sucky, you know? That they're making this new game, and if their old game doesn't even run well on the console, how's that going to make the new one look? It's going to make people very, very cautious of it, and maybe doubt its integrity a little less, or how well it's gonna run and stuff, and it'll make people doubt their abilities and the performance of the console. It'll make it look bad. But yeah, no, it's very fun to be able to play this game undocked as well. Just wanted to throw that in. It is very, 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 very impressive. But I also want to bring up another Bandai Namco game that performance has also been revealed. It's Sparking Zero. Apparently on the Switch it's going to be at like 480p and then like run at like 30, and it's probably going to frame drop like a lot. I mean, why is that game even on the Switch in the first place? Let's be honest. The Switch 2 version is apparently going to be at 800p and only be at 30 FPS. That is not right. If it's going to be 30 FPS, it could be HD in handheld. 100%. This is them being lazy. I guarantee you. So that's a little disappointing. I wasn't planning on buying that game in specific anyways, but it's still just very disappointing. I'll play Hollow Knight. I know a lot of people are very excited for Silksong, but I don't know if I'm going to be playing it. I kind of want to, because apparently, from what people played, handheld on the Switch 2 is going to be running at 120 frames per second, and that's very cool, and I want to try that out. Because there's only been one other 120 frames per second game, and it was a demo for Mina the Hollower, which comes out, I believe, the end of October. But yeah. I don't know how to feel about Elden Ring being laggy. Apparently it looks fantastic, but the moment you step out into that open world, it just chugs a little bit. Like, it'll drop to like what people were saying felt like 20 frames, and that's not good. That is not alright. They should fix that. Hopefully they postpone it. If they were planning on drawing it soon, they postpone it so it can get a little bit more work done on it, hopefully, but we will see when that happens. Yeah, very interesting. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about gamescom. Let me know if you guys are going to play CyberPunk on your Switch 2s, or if you're going to pass up on it and why. I think the game is very smooth looking. I'm excited to finally finish the DLC whenever I get there, but who knows when that's going to be. I'm playing so many games right now. Adding this to the games I'm playing, it's just, I'm killing myself piling all this stuff onto my backlog. But I do plan on playing this, whenever I get the chance. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. We are almost at 10 subscribers, and I am very excited. That is like a pretty big milestone, in my opinion. And whenever you guys are ready to, maybe drop a sub, one of you guys watching, I plan on dropping lots of content and trying to make the best videos I can. Obviously, I'm still working on it, but yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe would be very much appreciated. And I am Greasy, of course not literally, and have a good one.